The night of July 7, 2021 began like any other in Pétionville, a quiet suburb of Port-au-Prince, Haiti. But this night would be anything but ordinary. Within hours, Haitian President Jovenel Moïse would be lying dead in a hail of bullets in his own home, his body riddled with wounds, his wife critically injured. The shocking assassination would soon unravel a complex plot, one that spanned continents, crossing from the Caribbean island to South Florida, and involved mercenaries, financiers, and, as it turned out, whispers of U.S. intelligence ties. Months before that fateful night, deep in South Florida, the seeds of this deadly plot were being sown. In Miami, Christian Emmanuel Sanon, a 63-year-old Haitian-American doctor with political ambitions, harbored a dream of taking control of his homeland. But Sanon wasn't planning to run in an election. His path to power involved something far darker. Sanon found powerful allies in Arcangel Pretel Ortiz, a 50-year-old Colombian national and former FBI informant, and Antonio Intriago, a 59-year-old Venezuelan-American businessman. Together, they operated CTU Federal Academy, a South Florida-based security firm. But this wasn't a standard business venture. They planned to remove Haiti's president by force, hoping to position Sanon as the country's new leader. Walter Ventimiglia, a financier from Western Florida, added the financial muscle to the plot. Ventimiglia, through his company Worldwide Capital Lending Group, provided a $175,000 line of credit to fund the mission. His goal to cash in on lucrative contracts under a new government in Haiti, with security and infrastructure projects already in mind. But in the shadows, something far more sinister was brewing. Court documents would later reveal that Ventimiglia had been receiving legal advice from an Ecuadorian lawyer linked to U.S. intelligence agencies. This confidential informant allegedly green-lighted the mission, leaving many to wonder. What did American intelligence know, and when did they know it? The plan initially seemed straightforward. Sanon and his co-conspirators plotted to kidnap President Moïse, forcibly remove him from power, and exile him. Once Moïse was out of the picture, Sanon would take over, installing a transitional government favorable to their interests. With contracts for security services and infrastructure projects lined up, the future seemed ripe for financial gains. To carry out the plot, Ortiz and Intriago recruited over 20 Colombian mercenaries, men with military training and a reputation for ruthlessness. Frederick Bergman, a 64-year-old resident of Tampa, helped by funding the shipment of ballistic vests to Haiti, falsifying export documents to evade detection. But as the weeks passed, the conspirators realized that Sanon lacked the political support needed to lead Haiti. The plot evolved. A new candidate, a former Haitian Supreme Court judge, was chosen, someone with more credibility to take the reins once Moïse was out of the picture. The mission shifted. The plan was no longer to kidnap the president. The conspirators now planned to eliminate President Jovenel Moïse. In April 2021, just months before the assassination, Ortiz and Intriago allegedly met with FBI agents in Miami. According to reports, they discussed their plans for regime change in Haiti. The FBI agents, bound by U.S. law, refused to involve themselves, stating that they could not engage in foreign interventions. But the meeting raised profound questions. Did U.S. authorities know about the conspiracy? Could they have done more to prevent the assassination? With the financing secured, mercenaries in place, and the mission now set to kill rather than kidnap, the plotters prepared for the final, deadly strike. July 6, 2021, the night before. On the night of July 6, 2021, just hours before the assassination, the conspirators gathered at a house near President Moïse's residence. Weapons were cleaned, orders were given, and the final strategy was laid out. The Colombian mercenaries, outfitted in CTU-branded ballistic vests, were ready to move. They had been told that this was a DEA operation, an attempt to arrest the president. But in the darkness of that night, the real plan would soon unfold. July 7, 2021, the assassination. In the early morning hours of July 7, 2021, the mercenaries stormed President Moïse's residence. The heavily armed men shouted that they were part of a DEA operation, a ruse to confuse the security detail. The deception worked. With little resistance, they entered the president's bedroom. There, in his sanctuary, Jovenel Moïse was confronted by the men hired to kill him. The president was shot 12 times, executed in cold blood. His wife, Martine Moïse, was also shot multiple times, though she would survive the brutal attack. The assassins disappeared into the night, but the aftershocks of their actions reverberated across the globe. Unraveling the plot. The Colombian mercenaries involved in the assassination of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse were swiftly captured through a combination of police action, community efforts, and international cooperation. Immediately after the assassination, Haitian authorities launched a manhunt, setting up roadblocks and engaging in gunfights with the mercenaries. Several mercenaries were killed, and others were arrested in the initial clashes. Crucially, local citizens played a key role in locating and detaining the others who had gone into hiding. On July 8, 2021, 11 mercenaries were found hiding in the Taiwanese embassy in Port-au-Prince, and they were arrested without incident. Further investigations and confessions from those captured helped authorities unravel the broader network behind the plot. James Salages, a 35-year-old Florida resident, and Joseph Vincent, a 55-year-old former DEA informant, were arrested in Haiti shortly after the assassination. Both are U.S. citizens of Haitian descent. Their involvement and confessions provided key information about the broader plot and its connections to Florida. On February 14, 2023, U.S. federal law enforcement arrested Ortiz, Intrigue, Ventimiglia, and Bergman in Florida. These arrests brought the total to 11 individuals charged in connection to the assassination. They were accused of financing and orchestrating the assassination. 6 defendants have already pleaded guilty. They have shed light on how the plot was financed and organized, including the role of Christian Emmanuel Sanon, who was originally set to take power after the assassination. Attorney General Merrick Garland made it clear that the U.S. would not tolerate violent plots hatched on American soil. Shocking allegations surfaced in 2024, when a leaked 122-page document revealed that Haitian judge Walter Wesser-Voltaire has charged Martine Moïse, widow of the slain president, with complicity in his assassination. The document alleges she conspired with former Prime Minister Claude Joseph and ex-police chief Leon Charles to kill the president and take power herself. Martine's statements about the night of the assassination are described as tainted by contradictions, raising suspicions about her role. Both Joseph and Martine deny the accusations, with Joseph calling the charges politically motivated by Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Yet even with these arrests and investigations, the case remained far from over. Questions that remain. Even as the trials unfold and more details emerge, questions remain unanswered. Did American authorities have prior knowledge of the assassination, and could they have stopped it? Could Moïse's own bodyguards been involved in his murder, as lawyers for Intrigue have claimed? How did a group of conspirators, operating from the quiet neighborhoods of South Florida, successfully orchestrate the assassination of a sitting president in a country already crippled by political turmoil? Most troubling of all, how deeply was U.S. intelligence involved in this operation? As the trial continues, one thing is certain. The full story of Jovenel Moïse's assassination has yet to be fully told, leaving the world to wonder what dark secrets still remain hidden in the shadows. Meanwhile, Haiti has descended into chaos. Gang violence is severe, with armed groups controlling large areas, especially in Port-au-Prince. These gangs have displaced over 500,000 people, while kidnappings, killings, and sexual violence are rampant. The violence has disrupted humanitarian aid and essential services, exacerbating food insecurity and health crises like cholera. Efforts to regain control remain challenging despite international intervention.